Service friends, I am Orpheus Praxis, a researcher of the limits of formal systems and their applicability to reality. May this listening bring you clarity and peace.
Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're plunging into, well, one of mathematics' most famous fractals. You know it, the Mandelbrot set.
Oh, yes. Stunningly beautiful, infinitely complex.
Exactly. And surprisingly, it seems it's just revealed a new secret, something fundamental about its nature.
Indeed. And that's our mission today. We're going to delve into a really groundbreaking mathematical proof. It just came out this year, 2025.
Oh, brand new then.
Fresh off the press, mathematically speaking. It's by Andrei Price and Boris Batinin.
Okay.
And what it does is rigorously demonstrate something mathematicians have sought for a long, long time. It's called the local connectivity of the Mandelbrot set.
Okay, local connectivity. Let's break that down for you, the listener.
Good idea.
Essentially, it means if you zoom into any tiny part of the Mandelbrot set, especially its boundary, which is incredibly intricate.
Unbelievably so.
Right. So local connectivity means there are no unexpected gaps there, no sort of disconnected floating pieces. It's continuous.
Like a perfectly woven tapestry is a good analogy.
Yeah. Or imagine drawing a tiny loop right on that jagged edge. You could shrink that loop down to a single point without ever falling off the set.
Precisely. And why is this such a big deal, you might ask?
I am asking, why the fuss?
Well, for decades, proving this absolute continuity, especially at those boundary points that get infinitely complex,
Yeah.
it's been one of the grand challenges in complex dynamics, a real mathematical puzzle.
Okay.
And this new proof, it offers a solution that's, well, conceptually transparent, elegant even. It connects the set's geometry to fundamental number patterns in a really new way.
That's fascinating. So this problem just sat there for decades, gnawing at people.
Pretty much.
What made it so hard, especially, those super zoomed in edges? What did people try before, and why didn't those attempts fully work?
That's a great question. It really gets at the heart of the Mandelbrot set's complexity. I mean, there was incredible early work. You might have heard of the Yakos puzzle method from the 90s.
Vaguely familiar, yeah.
It was truly revolutionary. It worked brilliantly for what we call finitely renormalizable points. Think of those as places where the set's patterns repeat, but only a finite number of times.
Okay, so it handles some complexity.
Exactly. But it struggled with the really wild parts, the infinitely renormalizable points. These are areas where patterns repeat endlessly, shrinking down forever, an infinite cascade of self-similarity. Proving continuity across those using the old methods was like, well, trying to complete a puzzle with an infinite number of infinitely shrinking pieces. Just incredibly difficult.
Right, so the Yoko's puzzles got us close, but these infinitely complex spots were the holdout, the real mystery.
That's it.
So how did Price and Batinin finally crack this code? You mentioned an onion-like structure.
And Fibonacci numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's peel back that layer, as you said.
Please do. How does this new proof use those ideas?
Okay, so the core idea is something they call Fibonacci spherical embedding. Forget the puzzle pieces for a moment.
Imagine the Mandelbrot set being formed by an infinite series of nested regions. Think of them like mathematical spheres that fit perfectly inside each other.
Like Russian nesting dolls.
Sort of, yes. But here's the brilliant part. As you zoom in, going from one layer, one sphere, to the next, their sizes shrink according to a very precise ratio.
And that ratio is, don't tell me.
It's governed by consecutive Fibonacci numbers.
Wow, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That sequence.
That exact sequence dictates the relationship between the sizes of these nested regions. It's not just some random pattern, it's baked into the structure.
That's actually mind-bending. The same pattern in pine cones and seashells is structuring the Mandelbrot set.
It appears so. This Fibonacci scaling provides the precise mathematical mechanism that ensures these nested regions fit together perfectly, seamlessly. It proves the continuity.
Incredible. So this method gives a single way to look at it. It handles everything.
Exactly. It provides a unified framework. It builds on the earlier work, but extends it to cover even those really tricky, infinitely renormalizable cases.
So it solves the whole puzzle.
By showing the Mandelbrot set fits perfectly into this space defined by Fibonacci-scaled spheres, they've proved its local connectivity everywhere. It's a new, elegant way to see fractal topology.
Okay, so wrapping this up for you, our listener, what's the big takeaway here?
Well, we've seen this new proof uses that onion-like structure, those nested layers.
And the Fibonacci sequence, almost magically, dictates how those layers scale. proving the set is continuous. No breaks, no gaps.
Right. It confirms that the Mandelbrot set, despite looking chaotic and infinitely complex, is mathematically whole, unified, at every single scale you look at it.
And this Fibonacci spherical embedding method isn't just neat math, right? It surpasses older methods.
Yes, it goes beyond things like the Yoko's puzzle. It gives one coherent picture that handles even the hardest cases like infinite renormalization.
It really drives home how these, abstract number patterns like Fibonacci can be fundamental,
Yeah.
right at the core of complex systems.
Yep.
And here's where it gets really interesting for you. This validates that deep order can exist within apparent chaos, which is pretty cool.
It is. It makes you wonder.
What's that?
Well, if these elegant mathematical harmonies like the Fibonacci sequence are hiding deep inside the Mandelbrot set, what other fundamental structures, in our universe?
Like in biology or out in cosmology.
Yeah, exactly. Might they also be secretly governed by similar hidden mathematical patterns?
That is definitely something to mull over.
Subscribe to walk this path together with us. I am Orpheus Praxis, wishing you all clarity. Namaste.